All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Good evening, depending on where you are joining us from. Want to welcome each and every one of you to our morning Zoom. Today, the 27th of April, 2026, being a Monday. Yes. So, welcome each and every one of us. I trust and believe that we are doing well. I'm grateful that we are alive this morning once again after we separated on Friday on our last Zoom, which was the technical analysis Zoom. And the Lord has been so merciful, has allowed us to meet again today. So we are grateful for that. If I'm audible, I'm loud and clear. Give me a reaction in the chat. Give me a 1, give me a yes, give me something to show that I'm not breaking, I'm loud and clear on your side. Give me a feedback in the chat if I'm loud and clear. Okay. Thank you so much. So welcome everyone, and thank you for taking time to be with us here. We are going to continue from where we left last week. Yes, can somebody remind me if you happen to attend our Friday technical analysis Zoom? Yes. Where were we? Where did we leave the button? Where did we leave the button on Friday? If you were here on Friday, please remind me. I'm trying to remember, I'm trying to recall which candlestick chart pattern did we end with? Which candlestick chart pattern did we end with? Give me a family. Don't give me one. Give me the family. They always walk in pairs, a male and a female. Yes. So give me a family. Give me the pair. Give me the pair. Give me the pair. Give me the pair. Where did we end? Where did we end on Friday? Where did we end on Friday? Where did we end? Is it only Leader Brian who was in the Zoom? I'm only seeing one person responding. Is it only one person who was in that Zoom? Or should I check my students? Should I check my students who were there so that I can bring them here? I can call out your name. Yes. What did we learn on Friday? I'm looking at which candlestick chart pattern did we close with? Did we end with? Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Which candlestick did we end with on Friday? Which candlestick chart pattern did we end with? Which candlestick chart pattern did we end with on Friday? On Friday, which candlestick chart pattern did we end with? Which candlestick chart pattern did we end with? We ended the Zoom with hammers. Is that correct? Did we end the Zoom with hammers? Is that correct? My chief says we ended the Zoom with hammers. Okay, what did we say about hammers? The powerful concept of using the 3 confirmations, the 3 witnesses. Okay. All right. So for the sake of time, we ended with hammers indeed. We spoke about a hammer and we spoke about a shooting star, right? We spoke about a hammer, we spoke about a shooting star. Someone is telling me about engulfing. Were you in the classroom, my friend? My friend Michael, did you attend the Friday session? We ended up with okay. Some of you guys, I have already forgiven you. I have already forgiven you, some of you, because I'm not ready for violence this morning. I have forgiven you for the sake of peace. Yes, for the sake of my peace, so I've already forgiven you. All right. So yes, we tackled about a hammer, which is also referred as a pin bar. Okay, we spoke about a hammer. All right, so we said that a hammer candlestick chart pattern, it is created when the open high and close are roughly the same price. Okay, so the hammer is characterized by a long lower shadow that indicates that there was a bullish rejection from buyers. Okay, yeah, and the intention is to push the market higher or to push the market back to the opening. Okay, we said that the hammer, it is a market reversal signal to the upper side. So normally it is located at the bottom of the downtrend. And then we closed with the opposite version of a hammer, which is a shooting star. So a shooting star is the opposite version of a hammer. And we said that the shooting star formation, it is formed when the open low and close are roughly at the same price, right? So this type of a candlestick chart pattern, it is characterized by a small body, yes, a small body and a long upper shadow, a long upper shadow. So it is a bearish version of the hammer. The shooting star, it is a bearish version of the hammer. So what is the location, or where is the location? It is found at the top of an uptrend to signify that the market might likely to change direction, right? So that's how we ended our session on Friday, looking at the hammer and the shooting star. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Then we go to the next chart pattern. I'm gonna share my screen and then we go to the next chart pattern. Probably we should finish today like I promised on Friday. Are you able to see that I'm sharing screen? Are you able to see that I'm sharing screen? Please indicate. If you are able to see that I'm sharing screen, please indicate. If you are able to see that the screen is shared, indicate. Okay, thank you so much, my co-host. All right, everyone else, everyone else, everyone else, everyone else, because sometimes some they may be seeing the sharing of the screen on the other end, and the others they don't see the sharing of the screen on the other end. Yes, it happens. So it seems like everyone is able to see that I'm sharing screen. Okay, so let me come here and then bring my slides for training. Right, so let's come here and finalize these chart patterns. Let's come here and finalize these chart patterns. All right, so let's come and look at this other chart pattern. Let's look at this other chart pattern, which is called the Harami pattern. Okay, yes, let's look at the Harami pattern. When I started the technical analysis Zoom 2 weeks back, I said the history of candlestick, where it came from. Okay, Yes, the history of candlestick, where it came from. So here I'm having a word that is in the language of that country. Right. So let's look at a Harami pattern. The Harami pattern, it is also referred as an inside bar. Okay? Inside bar. The Harami pattern, it is also referred as an inside bar. So the word Harami, it simply means pregnancy in Japanese language. Okay? The word Harami, it simply means pregnancy in Japanese language. So when you look at the formation of the Harami pattern, you can see that there is a big candlestick and then there is a small candlestick. And the small candlestick is within the range of the big candlestick. Okay? So when you look closely, it looks like the big candlestick is pregnant with the small candlestick. That's why the name Harami comes in. Okay? You are going to see these candles that looks like pregnancy, one having a baby inside it. All right, so there is a significance to it. So these haramis, they came into two. So we do have what we call a bullish harami, and we do have what we call a bearish harami. What matters is the significance part of it. Okay, so you can see that this candle, okay, it is a bearish candlestick and it is a huge candle. As you can see, it looks to be full in terms of volume, right? Now, it is seconded by another candle that is green in color, and that candle is within the range, okay? It is just within half of the mother candle. So it looks like this candle is pregnant with the small candle. So the big candle, it is the mother candle. It is called the mother candle. And this one is called the baby candle, right? So the mother is pregnant with the baby, as you can see. So there is the mother candle, followed by a small candle, which is called the baby candle. All right, now let us look at its validity. How do you validify this pattern? Okay, so for the Harami pattern to be valid, okay, for the Harami pattern to be valid, it means we should be able to see that the second candle, which one is the second candle? The baby candle. The second candle should close outside the previous candle. As you can see here, this candle, it is like half, okay? It is like half, it is in the middle, okay? It is almost like in the middle of the mother candle. So the small candle or the second candle should close outside the previous candle. So this candle, it is considered as a bullish harami that signifies market movement. Okay, change of direction of price from the downtrend to the uptrend. The bullish harami, it is a market reversal signal to the upper side. So in this scenario, it simply means the market is trending downward. As you can see, the presence of this long red candle, which is our mother candle in this scenario here. So it tells us that buyers, sorry, sellers, they are the ones that are in control as the market is trending to the bottom, right? Then after this has happened, we are looking at the bottom, okay? For you to locate this market reversal signal. If it is a market reversal signal that signifies rising of the price, it means it have to be located at the bottom of the trend, because the market want to change direction from bottom to top. So it should be at the bottom. These signals that we are trying to identify, these are the two areas that you're going to identify them. Okay, so it is the top part and the bottom part. So if the market is trending downward like this, what should you expect? You are going to expect the market changing direction from down to top, right? So this Harami pattern, which is a bullish one, it is located at the bottom of the down trend. The composition is the two candles. The first one, it is called the mother candle, right? And the second one is a small candle. But the small candle should be within the range of the body of the mother candle, so that it signifies like it has been conceived. Okay, it has been conceived within the mother candle. That's why the word Harami comes in. So it's more like a candle that is pregnant with another candle. So it signifies the U-turn of price from the downtrend to the uptrend. So I was saying, for you to be able to say this is a valid Harami, it means that the second candle should close outside the previous one, right? The second candle should close outside the previous one. So I'm saying the bullish Harami, it is located at the bottom of the downtrend to signify market reversal signal to go upward. Is this okay with the pregnant Harami? Is this okay with the pregnant candle called Harami or inside bar? Are we still friends with the pregnancy? Are we still friends here? That when you are doing your technical analysis, you are going to find candles that are pregnant, and the pregnancy is not there for you just to see, but it is there to give you a signal that the market is getting ready to give birth. The market is getting ready to give birth. So you are going to see the Harami pattern. If you do not see those other patterns we have already discussed, you are going to see the presence of the Harami pattern. So that was the bullish Harami. So the bullish Harami has got its opposite version. Okay, the bullish Harami, it has got its opposite version, right? So the opposite version, it is called the bearish Harami. Okay, the formation is the same. The only difference is, since the market is coming from the bottom part going to the upper part, the mother candle, it is going to be a green candle. That signifies that buyers, they are in control. Remember, buyers, they normally open their market from the bottom, pushing it to the top. So obviously, this mother candle, it is going to be in green to signify that the trend, it is an uptrend. So if it is changing, it means it is going to be a downtrend, right? So the composition is the same. Here is the baby candle that is conceived by the mother candle. Okay, this is at the top of an uptrend. When this is happening, when the market has been trending upward, right? So if you do not see those other chart patterns like the bearish engulfing bar, if you do not see the shooting star, and the other candlestick chart patterns that signifies market reversal signal to the downside, you are going to see this type of a family, which is the bearish Harami. Okay, so that's the composition over there. There should be the mother candle, which is in green. The green candle signifies that who is in control. Buyers, they are the ones that are in control, simply because it's an uptrend. The market is trending from the bottom going up. So it is going to reach certain areas whereby the price is going to be rejected. It will fail to pass through. You will see those areas in most cases. When the market touches, you see it bounces back after an uptrend has happened. That's why when you go deeper in learning in this class, you are going to be taught how to draw support and resistance levels or lines. So at certain times, you will see that the market is going to break these areas. Okay? It is going to break these areas. Maybe after a struggle, it breaks, it goes above. After a struggle, it breaks, it goes below. Okay, so the support may be broken, the resistance line may be broken. But before that, watch out what normally happens within these areas, okay, where the market is being supported or where the market is being what? Is being resisted. You are going to see these type of chart patterns that we are discussing now, so that they're gonna help you to make a decision. When you have found a coin, okay, the price has been going up, and you are you start now to have appetite. Yes, you start to have appetite now. Then you start to salivate that should I enter or I should not enter? Should I enter or I should not enter? The coin is pumping. Should I enter or I should not enter? While you are deciding to do that, please read what type of candles are developing on its way up, because you may discover that this type of a candlestick is appearing while you are deciding to enter. Okay, you will see that you have been caught up thinking that this was a full-bodied candlestick that signifies strong buying pressure. Yes, but look at the other candle that came afterward. This tells you that sellers, they are what? They are resisting the price. They don't want the price to go further up. If it was like that, you could see that the next candle after this one, it could also have high volume. But unfortunately, then sellers came in, they started to resist the price so that the price cannot go further up. So when you are trading an uptrend, please try to study the candles that are developing so that they help you to make a decision. They help you to know, is this uptrend reached its maximum? Okay, sometimes you just get tempted to enter simply because the coin is pumping. But the bottom line is, where is the market? How far did it go? All right. So you can only do that by doing candlestick interpretation. When you understand the candlestick interpretation, you're not gonna be tempted when the market is pumping, because you don't know how long that pump is going to be. But when you are good interpreting the candles, you'll be able to know that this uptrend is nearing its end. Let me leave this coin alone. Yeah, let me go and look for another coin. But this one, let me leave it. So there you are making a good decision. You are not chasing green candles. So you have been saved from being swallowed by the market. So initially, you want the market to come to you instead of you chasing the market, of which you cannot catch it. You only need to let the market come to you. How? By understanding the candlestick chart patterns. When you read them and interpret them well, then you'll be able to know that this is not the time to enter, but this is the right time to enter after the three witnesses have been applied. Yes, last week I have been talking about witnesses. The three witnesses have been applied. When you have got this interpretation and then you apply the first witness, the second witness, or probably the third witness, then these witnesses, they still testify. Okay, they still testify about the market and say, yes, this market has matured, it is ready to be traded. Then you can now make a decision confidently, so to take your 1%, to take your 2%. Then you know that I will be out of the market. Whether you are longing the market, whether you are shorting the market, or whether you are spotting the market, this applies to both. Okay, so if you are someone who is good at shorting the market, you love shorting the market, then you should look at the reversal pattern of each and every pattern that we are discussing here. So you should be looking at, I don't know, you're gonna call it a male or you're gonna call it a female. Okay, yes. So when the market has trended from the bottom, it has gone up there on top on Kilimanjaro mountain, right? Then you'll be looking when it is starting to fall. Okay, so how are you going to know that the market is getting ready to start falling? Then you'll be looking at these negative chart patterns. That signifies market movement from the top to come down. So those are going to be your signs, your signals that will help you to interpret that the market is ready to shift power, to come down or to go up. So this is the Harami family, comprising of the bullish Harami as well as the bearish Harami. So this one is the opposite of this one, but the composition is the same. I don't know if the message is being getting well. Are we still friends here? Are we still friends here with the Harami pattern, the inside bar pattern? Are we still friends? Are we still friends with the Harami pattern? Are we still friends with the Harami pattern? I'm checking here who is present and who is absent. I'm checking here who is present and who is absent from my class. After this class, I'm going to give you a call if you are not here, so that you tell me why you did not come to the class. If you are not here, I'm going to call you to find out why you are not in the class. Tomorrow when you come, you are going to dig a toilet for the teacher. If you don't give me a valid reason, when you come tomorrow, you're gonna dig a toilet for the teacher. You were not in the class. So I'm checking here who is present and who is absent. Yeah. No, I have enough water. I don't need water. I've got enough water. So whether you are a girl or a boy, you are going to dig a toilet. They are going to weed the garden, my vegetable garden. They are going to clean it up. Hey, yes, it's winter now. I'm preparing to plant. So they are going to weed my garden so that we plant some winter vegetables. Okay, all right. So that was just a joke. Let's proceed and go to the next chart pattern. All right. Don't be too serious. It's early in the morning. Yes, in Johannesburg it is still winter. Winter is approaching, so it is still a bit dark. So don't be too serious. You must smile a bit after being liquidated. Yeah, yeah. You must smile a bit. Don't be too serious. You must bounce back. All right. So let me bring another chart pattern. Yeah, let me bring another chart pattern here so that we can conclude our what? Our chart pattern class, so that we can conclude our chart pattern class. Right? Yes. So let's look at this other chart pattern so that we are able to come to the end of our what you call our class for today. Okay, let me share screen. What happened to my Zoom now? I'm trying to come back here. I don't know if I'm doing this correctly. Okay, so let me share screen. All right, here we go. Let us look at this other chart pattern over here. I only want this one. Okay, so here is another chart pattern that you're going to encounter when you are trying to analyze a particular asset, where you are trying to make an entry, or maybe you were in it already and you are saying, should I still stay in this market or I should get out of this market? Okay, so we do have this other family called the Tweezer family. Okay, the Tweezer family, after experiencing pregnancy pain, then and then the baby is born, the fruit is out, then you are going to see what we call tweezer tops and tweezer bottoms. So I have put them together so that I don't go to and fro, but I just rotate at the same place. Okay, so let us look at tweezers. Okay, tweezers. So we do have tweezer tops as well as tweezer bottoms. So let us look at a tweezer top. Okay, let us look at a tweezer top. This one is a tweezer top. Okay, this one is a tweezer top. This type of chart pattern, it normally confuses people because of the way the top and the bottom. So some, they will think that since it is a tweezer top, it means it is a market reversal signal to the top. Eh? Somebody will think that a tweezer top, it is a market reversal signal to the top because of the way the top. Please Don't confuse the two. I want you to look at these candles, the formation of these candles. Look at the direction where the green candle is. Okay? Look at the direction where the bullish candlestick is. And then look at the next candle. The same applies to this one. Look at where the bearish candlestick is. Okay? If I may ask a question about this type of a chart pattern, which is the tweezer top. All right? Where is the market coming from? Which direction of the market is it coming from? When it comes to the tweezer top, which direction of this market is coming from? When you look at this combination, when you look at this composition, where is the market coming from and where is it going? Where is the market coming from and where is it going? Because I want you to be familiar with the tweezer top and the tweezer bottom. You should not confuse the two. That's why I'm trying to engage you here. Where is the direction of the market coming from and where is it going? When you look at those two candles I was showing you just now. How many students do I have here? Somebody said it's from me to down. Guinness. So the market is coming from me to down. Or is it typing error? You wanted to say up. Yes. So the market is coming from the bottom. Okay? The market is coming from the bottom. It's coming from down going up. That's why it is called a tweezer top. Okay? A tweezer top. So the market is already an uptrend market. So it simply means the tweezer top, it is considered as a bearish candlestick reversal pattern. Let me go back to the slide. Let me go back to the slide. Okay. So the tweezer top is considered as a bearish candlestick to the bottom. The market is trending this way. Candles are developing from bottom. This is an uptrend. This is an uptrend. Okay? Now, I want you to have a closer look. Very closer look to this chart pattern. First of all, I want you to look at where this green candle closed and where this red candle opened. So when you draw a line here, you will see that the opening and the closing, they are at the same place. You are trying to validate a tweezer top and a tweezer bottom. Okay? The candles may be different in terms of their sizes in length, but where they opened and where they closed, they are at the same place. Sometimes you may see a small shadow, okay? Sometimes you may see a small shadow, but take note of the where the price closed and where the price opened. Because this is a green candle, the price closed right there. And this is a red candle, the price closed right there. So you can see the opening and the closing, they are flat. When it comes to a tweezer top formation, which signifies bearish market, it is a bearish reversal signal. Okay? It is seen at the top of an uptrend. When it comes to a tweezer top, it is seen at the top of an uptrend. The market is trending from the bottom going up. Now it is about to change direction. What candlestick chart pattern you may likely to see? If you do not see a shooting star, if you do not see a bearish Harami, if you do not see a bearish engulfing bar, what are you going to see? You might see a tweezer top. It tells you that the market is going to be tweezered to the bottom. The market might tweezer to the bottom because it has been tweezing to the top, but now it is going to tweeze to the bottom. So a tweezer top, it is a market reversal signal to the downside. It is found at the top of the top uptrend. Sorry. Yes. Is this clear about the tweezer top? You can see I have indicated this arrow to show that it was an uptrend. And then I have put this arrow this side on the red candle to show that the market is going to change direction to come down when it comes to the tweezer top. So the opening and the closing of these two candles, they are at the same price. They may be a small shadow sometimes, but I want you to look at the size of the body of the candles. They are full-bodied candles. Okay? This shows you that there is volume. Have you ever seen a market? Have you ever seen a candle in the market? Okay? It has been going up. The market has been trending upward. At the top here, you see a full body. The candle has closed full. If you are not careful, you think that, there is still strong buying pressure here. Okay? To your surprise, you see that when the next session is starting, it starts with a bouncing selling pressure. You just see that sellers, they are very angry. They start pushing the price backward like nobody's business. Yet this candle, it just closed full. There was no any sign of malnutrition here to show that the buyers, they are losing momentum. But all over a sudden, the sellers, they just get angry. You see the market dropping. Okay? And you see that candle is almost the same like this one. One full candle going up, one full candle coming down. It's like a challenge now, a 50-50. The sellers, they say, we are going to show you. How could you push this price to the top? We are going to push it back. You think you are very clever. Then the sellers, they push the price. You see a full-bodied candle coming down when you were anticipating that, no, there is still more money going up. So if you do not get this interpretation very well, you end up being caught up in your trading because you are not giving closer attention to the language that the market is speaking to you. You are not getting the right interpretation. So you just jump in the market, especially when you see green candles. You just jump in. Then you get caught up. You do not know that they are tweezer tops that are going to tweeze you to the downside. Right? Is this clear about the tweezer top? Is this clear about the tweezer top? Is this clear about the tweezer top? Have you ever seen this type of candles? Have you ever seen this type of candles when you open your trading view? At the top of the top trend, I mean uptrend. Why do I keep on saying top trend? Who is bewitching me here? Someone is bewitching me here. Have you ever seen such type of candles? When you go in your trading view app, you see a coin that was pumping, and right at the top there, you are going to see a full-bodied candlestick, which is in green. And immediately after that, you see a red candle that is almost the same size as the green candle. When that happened, then the change happened as well. The direction of the market changed. the market started to fall. It started to fall. So that was a tweezer top. That was a tweezer top. And then there is what we call a tweezer bottom. So if a tweezer top, it helps you to know that it's a market reversal signal to the downside. What about a tweezer bottom? So a tweezer bottom is the opposite. A tweezer bottom is the opposite of the tweezer top, as you can see here. Okay? As you can see here, the market has been tweezing down. Okay? The market has been tweezing down. Let me bring it this way. So the market has been tweezing down here. You can see the presence of this candle here. This was a downtrend. Can you see the arrow pointing down? This bearish candlestick here. The market is coming from this direction. So it is a downtrend. At the bottom of the downtrend here, you might likely see a tweezer bottom. Okay? Yes. So a tweezer bottom, it is a market reversal signal to the upper side. Market changing direction from down to up. The composition is the same. The difference is the candle which is on the left. Here it is a green candle. Here it is a red candle, signifying that this trend is a down trend. Now the market is nearing a bottom where sellers, they normally come and rest after they have run their race. So they come and rest here at the bottom. When they are resting, is when Kasongo comes and disturb them. Yes, Kasongo comes in and try to disturb them. When they try to chase him, they find out that they cannot catch him and is gone high up there. The price has changed direction because of the presence of the bullish candlestick here. That signifies that buyers, they are coming in large numbers, almost the same amount as sellers, right? There it takes off to the top. So a tweezer bottom, it is the opposite version of the tweezer top. The tweezer bottom is the opposite version of the tweezer top. So these are tweezer family. They normally tweeze the price either to the top or they tweeze the price to the bottom. Are we okay on tweezers? Are we okay on tweezers? Are we okay on tweezers? These market reversal signals, they will help you to interpret the market, whether it is ready for you to make an entry. Remember, trading is about entry, how you make your entry. Okay, whether you are shorting, whether you are longing, but what matters is about entry. Are you entering rightly? Are you entering objectively? Yes. Are we okay on the tweezers? I'm gonna bring the last one and we call it a day. Yes, they are identical. The tweezers, they are more like identical charts. Sometimes they can be slightly, the other candle can be longer than the other, but the only thing that you should focus, where the price opened and where the price closed for both of the two candles, that's where it is flat. That's where it is identical. Okay? The candles can be a little bit different in terms of length, but where the price opened and where the price closed, it seems to be identical. Okay? Guinness, now this is your job now. I must show you the tweezers in the chart. I'm giving you points here. The tweezer top, you find them at the top of the trend. right on top of the uptrend. The tweezer bottom, you are going to find them at the bottom of the downtrend. All right, if we happen to have time, we're gonna go to TradingView, okay? Yes, if we happen to have some minutes, we're gonna go to TradingView so that we can look at these charts. Sometimes you may see them with a small wick. Okay. Is this Sahani? Is it Sahani? I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name correct. The tweezer top and the tweezer bottom, you may find them sometimes with a small wick. Okay. Sometimes they have got no wick at all. But sometimes you may find a very small wick. Did I answer your question? Let us look at this other family and then we close our session for today. Do I have, I'm looking for this family over here, this one. Let me use this chart, this slide over here. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, as we are concluding on chart patterns, let us conclude with these two groups. Yeah, with these two groups. I'm not sure if Cool Joy is here. Cool Joy, I don't know if he is here in the Zoom. These are his favorites chat pattern. Yeah, seems like he is very much interested why when it comes to the soldiers, why is it that some they are called white and some they are called black? Some they are called soldiers when the blacks are called crows. Why are they not called black soldiers? Why are they called black crows? Eh? That is Cool Joy. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's conclude this way. So in the market, you are going to experience this type of a chart pattern, which comprises of 3 candles. All right. So the first one, it is called the 3 white soldiers. I'm not gonna dig deeper into the name behind it, but I just want you to get this attention to yourself. When the market has been trending downward for a very long time, when it comes to the 3 white soldiers formation and the 3 black crows formation, mostly the market has been trending for a very long time, either on downside or either to the top side. Okay, so you're gonna see this formation when the soldiers are coming, when the soldiers are being called to a task. Probably the police are failing to maintain the situation. I just want to paint a picture so that it should not run out of your mind when I'm talking about the significance of soldiers and the police. Okay, so when the soldiers are coming to a task, probably the police, they need help. They are failing to contain the situation. So when the soldiers are appearing, you should know that it means it was a dire situation and they needed to salvage it. We really need a savior to save us from this situation. So when the 3 soldiers, the 3 white soldiers are appearing in a market, you should know that it has been a really a long down trend. So at the bottom of the downtrend, when you see the 3 white soldiers appearing, you should know that indeed it was a dire situation. Now let us look at the composition of the 3 white soldiers. First of all, you are going to see a green candle, okay? When this green candle has been formed and then the other one comes to develop, you will see that they do not leave a gap. You will see that the first candle and the second candle, when they are closing and opening, they don't leave a gap so that the enemy can penetrate. I don't know if you're getting the picture that I'm trying to paint here when it comes to the three white soldiers formation. So when the candles are growing, you will see that there is no malnutrition in the previous candle. There is no a lot of selling pressure. So the buyers, they are playing what we call defense and forward game. Okay? When they are playing their game, they make sure that they defend very well, but they at the same time they are going forward. So they are leaving no room for sellers to come in. I'm not saying there are no sellers, but the amount of sellers that are present, they cannot be felt at all. So you can see that the first candle when it closed, the other candle when it was starting, it started with a bang as well. You can see there is no lower shadow here. So the market is really on a mission going up. When this one is closing, yes, there is a small upper shadow there, but look when the other candle is forming. There is no present of selling. They are not allowing sellers to come with a bang to start selling. They are closing the gap immediately. So you can see that the market now is taking off to go up. I'm saying when the three soldiers are developing, when the three soldiers are appearing, you should know that the market is really going to go high up. They do not come just in vain. They normally come and leave a significance in the market. So when you check in the 1 day time frame, you check in the 4-hour time frame, and you happen to meet with the three white soldiers, my friend, prepare your crypto bag. You are going to collect some more crypto there. The price may retrace, yes, but you should know that it is going to be an uptrend for some time. Probably it may go back where it came from when the three soldiers are appearing. Have you ever seen this type of a formation? Not a formation where you are going to see a very long candle, eh? A pumping candle, one candle passing all the lines. No, you are going to see the defense type of it. They normally defend, okay? You are going to see very normal candles when they are forming. Very normal candles, not the abnormal ones. One candle coming from here to the top. Eh? Then after that, you see the falling is the same. I don't know if you have discovered that in most cases, when you see one candle pumping here, breaking all the lines here, you should expect the same fall. But this is a defend forward mechanism. The buyers, they are coming with a strategy so that the sellers, they do not come and take the power from them anymore. So the soldiers, they come and build a defense. At the same time, they are pushing the price to the top. So you see the formation of the candles. You see that this is a healthy formation. This uptrend is going to stay. It's going to stay for some time. So it is time to collect some good money here when the three white soldiers are forming. Ladies and gentlemen, are we still together here? I'm about to close. I'm about to close. The three white soldiers. The recording is available. You're gonna go to Royal Q Revolution YouTube channel. Royal Q Revolution YouTube channel. The recording are there. This is not the first training. We did these trainings in the past, and the recordings are still there. You can go and refresh up. The three white soldiers, when it comes to their formation, no, Joyce, don't enter the market when you see the tweezers. Please bring the first witness, bring the second witness, and probably bring the third witness. I'm not gonna recommend that to you, Joyce. Don't enter the market with any of the chart pattern we are discussing here. It can be a fake, you may not know. So that's why I'm saying, for you to have a strong case, make sure you do have 3 witnesses. So use the other tools like indicators to confirm what you are seeing in the market, so that you enter the market objectively. Okay? These are not signals that are going to help you enter the market. No. These are signals that will help you identify what type of a trend is it and how far it is going to stay. So when you are making entries, it means you are using other tools to support, okay, or to agree of what is happening. So don't trade with candlestick chart patterns alone. Sometimes it may be a fake one. You may not know. This is the market that we are talking about here. Yes, my chief. The 3 black crows, when they are forming, if you are someone who is shorting the market, it means you can even take 10%. 10% is a guarantee. Yes. You check your MACD, you see your MACD is crossing, is making a crossover to the downside. Then you know that I can collect 10 here comfortably so. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I take these 10s when I see these opportunities. I don't joke. I don't fear the market. I can take my 10 comfortably without making noise. Yes. So these are charter patterns that will help you to enter the market or to exit the market, right? Yes. So if you were shorting the market, you are in it, right down there, you see the 3 white soldiers coming. My friend, don't hope. You know, sometimes you will hope and say it will come back. Don't hope. It's gonna swallow you. The market will swallow you. Don't hope for better. Please make a decision. Make a decision. Yes. The 3 white soldiers are forming, and you are hoping that no, it will come back to my hey, my friend. We are gonna come and bury you there. We're gonna come and put some wreaths on top of your grave till we meet again next time, when we also find ourselves in such a scenario. Yeah, because the dead and the live, they do not talk to each other. So we can only talk to you when we happen to die also one day. Then we will find you in the grave, then we can talk. But when you die first, my friend, we're gonna come and put a wreath on top of your grave. All right, that was a joke. That was a joke, okay? Don't take me serious. That was a joke. But the market has got a tendency of burying people. Okay, so let me bring the 3 black crows so that we conclude the matter. Let me bring these guys here. So you can see the 3 black crows. It is a formation the same like the 3 white soldiers. The only difference is that the 3 black crows, they are the ones that pushes the market to the bottom. Okay, so the market has been trending upward for some time. You know, it has been going up. The market has doing that movement. Whenever it retraces, you think that is gonna come down. Then you say, oh, I'm going to short it. Okay, but it is still retracing. Then there it goes high up there, right? So when you see this type of a formation on top of the uptrend, you should know that these black crows, they are not coming here to joke. They are coming here to do the work. What is the work? Pushing the price to the downside. Okay? Yes. So if you were in the market enjoying yourself, collecting some profit when it was going up, and then you see the appearance of the three black crows, my friend, these guys, when they start crowing, they do not joke. They're gonna take you down. Okay? Remember, they are black. Hey, they are black. This is a funeral. This is a funeral, my friend. When you see people dressing in blacks, you must know that they are mourning. Eh? Yes. This is the color that is normally worn. That is normally worn at funerals. So I'm just bringing that thing in your head so that it does not get out. When you see it in the market, when you see red candles, just that mine are black here. I'm using this black color now. But when you see red candles having this type of a formation in the market, my friend, you should get out of that market. It's better to lose what you have at the moment rather than losing your entire portfolio. Okay? So leave the market. If you are somebody, it is better for you to short the market now. So the three black crows, it is an opposite version of the three white soldiers. This is a family, this is a combination where when it appears in the market, it's either the market will shoot to the top or the market is going to go down when it comes to black crows and white soldiers. Are we still friends here? I want us to call it a morning. Are we still friends? Anyone with a question? Anyone with a question? Anyone with a question? Yeah, you go back to the village. You go back to the village. Mm. You know the reason why I take the 10% alone? Some of you guys, you are afraid of money. Eh? You are afraid of money. When you come and check your Royal Q robot, you see $50 there, 50 USDT, you be like, let me sell, let me get out. Eh? You want to exit. Some of us, we've got a very strong heart when we see money. You are afraid of money, some of you. You cannot contain money. You like small, small money. Eh? That's all. You, you're afraid of big money. Eh? When you see some money, you always shake. You cannot hold yourself. So 10% is too much for you. You're gonna die. Eh? Have you ever exited a trade only to find out that you only took 1% and there was 50% in that trade that you could have collected? But for your own safety also, it's good. If you do not have this strong heart, don't play with the market. If you don't have a strong heart, don't play with the market. Take your 1%, go. Leave us alone. Some of us, when we die, we really die for sure. Okay? So save yourself, run. Take your 1%, get out, leave us. Because the day you're gonna join us, hey. So my chief is for your own safety. Don't try this at home. When you see the 10%, collect one, my chief, and leave us. Leave the rest to us. We are used to big monies. And when we lose, also we lose big time. Okay? I'm not joking here. When we lose big time, but our heart are very strong. You must ask Leader Saul. Leader Saul knows what I'm talking about. He does not go for a small chop. He goes for a big chop, this guy. I know him very well. When he say, pray for me, he mean it. All right, guys, any question? Any question here? I think we have tackled the most important chart patterns. I'm not saying these are the only chart patterns that you're going to find. When you go for extra information, where you go and educate yourself, you will see that there are also other chart patterns. But what we're sharing here, they are the common ones that will still help you to win the market or to understand the language of the market. So because of time, I'm not gonna go to TradingView so that we can do we can navigate. We can look at these chart patterns. I will check if any leader will be available tomorrow. If they want, then we're gonna come again and then we navigate. But if other leaders are ready to join us and then take us build on top of what we have been building, then that is still okay. Yeah. So you can do the assignment yourself. You can go to your TradingView and look at these chart patterns we have been going through this week and last week as well. I think we have been here 2 full weeks. 2 full weeks. So if you do not see me again, it does not mean that I'm not present. I am present, but I'm at the background. Yes. So this button, I must hand it over to someone to continue teaching the community. It's not a one-man show. Here we share responsibility. So some of the leaders are going to come and then proceed from where I have left. Make sure you attend the coming class because you're going to learn how to draw support and resistance. You are going to learn market structure. You are going to learn a lot building on what we have already touched. Okay? Yeah. Anyone with a question before I go out for my jog? Before I go out for my jog, anyone with a question? Gonna go and relax a bit, refreshing the mind. Anybody? Okay, so I think we are free. Is Leader Doris here? Leader Doris, any announcement? Being on a Monday? I know in the evening I'll be here for a business presentation. Let's invite. My awesome leader, any announcement? I see Leader Aminata is also here. It's good to see you here. It's okay, Leader Aminata. We really appreciate that you were present. Okay, so guys, we are ending here. We are ending here. If we are going to have another session tomorrow, you see the sharing of the Zoom link in the morning. But if we don't, then I think I may come in. If there will be no other leader coming in, I will come in so that we can just do a review of our lessons. Okay? So I wish you a beautiful Monday. Yeah. Happy Freedom Day to those that are in South Africa. It's a holiday, public holiday. So happy Freedom Day. All right. Nevertheless, I wish you all the best. May the good Lord keep you safe. May He keep you from falling until we meet again. Allow me to say bye-bye for now.